Hi, this is Mike with Data G, and I have another video. And this video is about people lie because they don't trust God. Now, why is that? Well, the number one reason that people lie generally is because they want to. Okay, let's start. Let's start again. We have two different people that we normally see. They have two different types of lies. When they're lying, they're trying to control reality. This person lies to make more money or to take resources from that person. This person also, or in the narcissism, let's say narc and psychopath, use fear. So they put fear into this person, and this person imagines the worst. Why do they imagine the worst? Because they are here. Their imagination, based on being underground, is only to a future underground. They can't see anything beyond being underground. So because of this person gives you the fear, you now imagine a future that is bad, and that imagination now makes you give in. This process, this person knows the truth or imagines a false reality based on what they're saying and has no faith that God can sort this out. So in their mind, if they lie, they can control reality and have a better. So for them, the future reality now will be better because of their imagination. This situation here curses God. This situation means you crucified the truth. You crucified Jesus. That's what now you did because of fear. You didn't trust in God, so you trust in your own will. And by trusting in your own will, you will lie, thinking that you're going to become in a better place. Now, I'm going to tell you what the reality is. When you do lie, and this is the head pushed in, when you do lie to the psychopath or narcissist, not only are you not going to get into this place of a better, or there, you're going to go straight down. Lower than how you started. Lower than how you started. Because God's going to make sure that whatever comes your way will curse you. You'll be cursed to stay there now. You're not going to get to where you want. It's like you're about to eat the meal and someone rushes you off and says no. Because the unforeseen, you want to control reality. Okay, so what do we do? So now if we believe in God, then we believe in truth. So if we believe in truth, that means that we don't know what the future will be. Remember, this is past, future. We don't know how the future will go. We don't know if we're going to end up in a lower place. We don't know if we're going to end up in a higher place. We don't know. However, one thing can tell you, that if you are in the truth, you are headed for being in the now, and you could sleep better at night. You might not have more than you expected, but miraculous things happen when you trust in the truth. And I'm going to give you an example of this. And I think I said it before too. I was hooked up with somebody and we had a pasta machine business. I said this before. I know I did. And we knew that we were dealing with a psychopath. So he wanted us to have fear so we can imagine that we will lose, or he thought that he had control over us with fear, because we had to make a pasta machine and we needed his help because we took a $50,000 sale. That means we took $25,000 deposit to make this machine, and that means that if we don't make this machine, we will lose the profit and then have to pay back the customer the $25,000. He knew that. So he started like capitalizing on this with arrogance, and he made us feel that we have a lot of fear if we don't listen to this arrogant person. But you see, we trust in the truth and we bank on the truth. So what did we do? We cut him off. And we ended up in the now. The customer's machine came from some other place and they were satisfied. The other machine that we had, we got that sorted out. We even made a little profit. And we got out of that headache. If we listened to this guy, we would not be able to get out of this financially probably for another 5 years for the amount of money. But we could not see this future because this future was not revealed to us until after we cut the strings. That's why you need to cut the strings of the narcissists and enablers in your life. Cut the strings. You cannot reconcile with the devil. You cannot reconcile with malevolence. You cannot reconcile with evil. You have to not be associated with them. Get away from them. Because anytime you make a deal, you're going to always end up in a worse place. Or you'll end up in a better place for a little bit of while, but you can't enjoy it. You got the steak dinner, but you can't eat it. You can't taste it. Because as you become in the psychopath narcissist arc, you lose your identity of now. So you can't even appreciate it. It's like having a Ferrari that you can't even drive. Having a Lamborghini you can't drive. You have it, but you can't enjoy it. Having the red dress in your closet that you never wore, and they put it on you when you die. So my thing is that if you're going to trust God, trust that your future we can get resolved beyond your control. Trust in the truth. Trust in the truth. It's very hard to do this because everybody wants to paint fear. You know, if you don't do this, you're going to end up here. You're going to listen to the news. Fear, fear, don't go out. You know, these, and I've been focusing on the Canadian thing. They had this big Canadian protest, all these truckers, right? And what was it about? It was about this nonsense, right? This nonsense mandates, right? All those truckers were all together. Thousands of them, thousands of people were together, all together. And guess what? This did not go up. So that means somebody's lying. There's a lie there. The truckers were right. Because if it was so dangerous, then these people would be in the hospital. And if all these people became in the hospital, got sick, infected, whatever you want to say, then the government would have been right. But they're not right. Because these people did not get sick. The hospitals weren't overrun with people. They were standing for truth. And like I said in 2 videos back, they want to stop the blood. They want to stop your motion. They want to stop your motion. They're using fear. 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 They're using fear to tell on your neighbors. You know, they didn't have a mask or this and that nonsense. They want you not to go out. They want you to be in fear. This fear is the fear of man. And what does God say? Don't fear man. Fear God. So if you want to fear God, I'm going to show, this was going to be another video, but I gotta get a paper here. So, God, I am, state of being, identity, and being. Identity and being. Identity and being in unison. Okay? If you're lying, if you're in lies over fear, then your head is going to be distorted from your body in one of these situations. You know? And you see people that their bodies are shaped like this. Long neck, truncated, the head's back, the head's forward. You know? They're not in their body, they're not in the I am. You can't be in the I am of God if you're lying. The only fear that you have is to uphold the truth, because truth is the doorway or the way to being in I am. Your state of being with your identity and the torso will not happen if you're full of lies. It will not happen. You'll either become the narcissist, psychopath, the enabler, covert narcissist. You will become oral. There'll be a whole bunch of different things that'll happen, but you will not be in your body. You've seen people hunched over, right? You've seen people hunched over like that. You've seen people with the head back, like heavy set but really trunk, like a fire plug. And you've seen people with the inflated head. You also see the people that have the straight, like almost perfect but very straight body shape. All these are different parts of lies that they're working through their body, so they're disconnected. You can't get to the I am. You can't get to the state of being in God unless you get there through truth. So, what does that mean? That means that you got to start trusting God. And you trust God by trusting truth. And there'll be consequences to this, because your past lies will catch up and you have to reconcile them. Don't be in fear. If you start speaking truth and start being truth, living truth, you will see that the relationships that you have in your life will change. Your condition will change. I'm not saying you're going to become successful, make lots of money, but you will be able to enjoy life more. You will be more present. And wherever you are in life, you'll be happier, more content. And the person that's up here is not content. The person down here is not content. The person worrying about the future underground is not content. And this person is not content because for them to get here, the person up here, they have to screw people in the future to get to where they are there. Start telling the truth. Work in the truth. As much as you can, everywhere you can. And what will happen is the more truth that you start focusing on, the more truth that you start manifesting, then what ends up happening is it's like a light bulb. And what happens is that as the truth is greater, the light bulb gets brighter. God makes it so that you become brighter truth around, because now He uses you to give off more truth. And you can affect people in your life more and more and more. Your whole life will change. I guarantee it. There's no ands, ifs, or buts. Now, does that mean it's going to be smooth sailing from day one? No. It might get rocky for a little bit because you got to reconcile the past. You got to reconcile. But you can't reconcile the past through lies, and you can't go through turmoil by lying thinking that you're going to get to a better. It's just not going to happen. Listen to the news when they want you to be in fear. Listen to the news. Why do they want you to be in fear? They want you to be in fear so you can make decisions based on fear. Swallowing the truth, crucifying Jesus, crucifying the truth, darkening the light. If you're going to make decisions based on the fear of man, if you listen to the news recently, all you hear about is Russia's invading, Russia's invading, Russia's invading. Nonsense. They're over there, we're over here. They do not affect the United States having a problem with Russia. The only problem the Russia and Ukraine affect is the greedy business people that want to profit off of Russia's downfall. Russia is a nuclear power. Nuclear. Don't listen to what they tell you in the news. There's no way that the United States can win a nuclear war with Russia. Impossible. You're going to be having radioactive fallout everywhere. There's no way it wins. So if you have a connection to people in Congress or something, shake them. Wake them up. They're not going to listen because for them it's all about the money. The money that they're going to make. It's all about the money. So they'll sell out the truth for money. And they'll sell you fear so you can buy it. Lock, stock, and barrel. This is a pretty short video. Actually, I was going to add it to the other video. I kind of forgot. But, God bless. Pay attention to what people want you to fear. Don't act on the fear. Act on the truth. God bless.